Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bear Beer Reviews. We're going to move on from the Alltech Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company, or Brew Distillery, to their next Kentucky beer. This is a Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Beer Ale. Yeah, Bourbon Barrel Ale. Get it right. So this is, if you saw the review for the Kentucky Ale we had last time, it was a bit it was quite sour and didn't really taste of a huge amount, if I'm honest. It was a little bit of a meh beer. I didn't give it a good grade at all. I just wasn't a fan at all. So this is the Bourbon Barrel aged version of it, which they fill straight from emptying their bourbon out of the barrels. They'll fill it straight up with beer. So we should have an exceptionally fresh bourbon flavour in this beer. I mean, it's a great way of doing it, I suppose. You know, when you're distilling, you might as well at the same time fill those barrels up with some nice beer to get some flavour in. So, pouring it on now, it isn't too dissimilar to the last Bourbon Ale we had. Sorry, to the last Kentucky Ale we had in terms of colour. It's a little bit more hazy, as you can probably see. The last one was relatively clear. Probably coming from some sort of barrel aging, relatively similar colour. It almost has got a little bit more fluorescent orange, or fluorescent, yeah, burnt orange kind of colour to it. Thin, white, laggy head, same as the last one. Can't see any carbonation through the glass, but I'm sure there will be some fizzing going away inside of it. So not looking too dissimilar to the last one. I'm assuming it is just a barrel-aged version of that Kentucky Ale we tried. So, on the nose. Oh dearie me. Whole lot of nothing. I've done the unfortunate thing of putting some hemp hand oil on, so my hands smell of hemp. But I can't smell a thing even if I don't do that. No aroma pinging off it. It's just got a slight tartness to it. There's no massive bourbon note pinging off it for me. God, there's nothing. Christ, that's really unusual. I mean, this is 8.2. This is a strong beer, and there's just nothing on aroma. That's so disappointing. A fresh bourbon barrel aged beer, I thought it'd be absolutely pinging with vanilla and oak. Nada. Shame. Okay, cheers everyone. Let's give it a try. Alright, at least on the flavour. There is a bit of a distinctive vanilla, oaky, woody bourbon flavour going on. It's not particularly huge, but if I remember what I was saying about the last beer, it was kind of tart and sour with a little bit of sweetness to it, I suppose. Imagine that, but then with a slight influx of wood and vanilla and pretty much bourbon flavour. And that's what you've got. It's just a variation on the theme. So the last one I didn't like at all. This one is a slightly modified version of a bad beer, to be frank. Of a beer that I don't like, I should say. 8.2. Doesn't necessarily feel it though. It's quite suppable, I will say that. Don't get an OTT alcoholic burn on the throat or in the stomach. It's definitely a little bit warming. Just smells of nothing though. Tastes of mild, very mild bourbon flavour and just a bit tart. Riffing off the same theme here, it's just not impressing me at all, I'm afraid. Gotta try harder. Alltech Lexington Brewing and Distilling. I'm gonna get Lexington Brewing and Distilling. Can't seem to get the name of the town out my mouth properly. Not impressed, I'm afraid. I'd probably give this very similar. It's a slight better, so I gave the last one 2, did I? So let's give this 3 then. It's slightly better than. I'm enjoying the flavours more, but for an 8.2% beer, it's lacking all punch at all. There's no flavours zipping out of it. It's like get drunk really fast with a slight flavour of bourbon beer. A little bit annoyed actually. I was really looking forward to these, and my poor mother brought them back for me thinking, oh great, I'm going to get some really interesting beers. They're from Kentucky. Nah, not hitting any notes with these, I'm afraid. We've still got the pumpkin one to go. So we'll try that one out and we'll see what we get with that. See if that's any better at all. I'm really hoping so. I hate just kind of panning beers. It's not a good thing to do, really. You know. But when a beer's not good, I'm not going to lie, to be frank. So please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. If I have had 2 bad versions of this beer, this batch was just terrible. If this Kentucky Ale and the Kentucky Bourbon barrel ale were just bad, please tell me, because I'd love to seek them out again and see if they're any better on our next batch. Please tell me if I'm wrong anyway. So, like, favourite content, subscribe. Until the next beer review, cheers everyone.